Good morning, guys. Welcome to my morning routine for working from home. It is super simple. As you can see, I do a very basic face of makeup. I forgot to bring so many makeup products. I didn't even bring concealer, but this is what we're working with today, and it's okay because, again, working from home, and I'm downstairs right now. So if you are new to my channel, you may not know, this week I'm working from home, from my hometown home in Alabama, and I actually work in Columbus, Ohio for Victoria's Secret Pink on their digital team. And I'm a morning person anyway, so I enjoy getting up early. I am in Central Time Zone and everyone else in my company is in Eastern, so I kind of have to be up an hour ahead of them, because if I have a meeting that starts at 9:30 their time, it really starts at 8:30 here, obviously. So I got up this morning. I did hop in the shower to just kind of like wash my face, wash off my body, just kind of, you know, wake myself up. And I'm about to put on some clothes. So please don't judge by the messiness. These are the suitcases that I bought. I'm just gonna throw on something like leggings and a t-shirt. I do recommend, if you're working from home, to actually get ready, even if it is the simplest form. Don't just stay in your pajamas all day, even though I will wear these Ugg slippers around the house all day long, except unless, like, you know, walking outside. 10 out of 10 recommend these bad boys. But I'm gonna go through here. The reason why it's kind of messy is because this is also like clean laundry mixed with the clothes that I have just dug through this week. Okay, I'll show you what I'm wearing in a second, but I've told y'all before, this perfume, this is the travel size version. It smells so good. It is by the brand Philosophy. It's called Amazing Grace. It smells heavenly. It just smells so clean and like a field of flowers, but not florally. You'd have to smell it. It's sold in Ulta. I can also link it down below. I'm obsessed with this stuff. Okay, so we don't have a full-length mirror, so I'm standing on this bench to show y'all, but this is what I'm wearing. It's super casual. So I'm wearing this just t-shirt from Boohoo. Leggings I'm wearing are from VS Pink. They're the seamless acid wash leggings. They're really soft. So we are about to make a little breakfast green smoothie, which is like my favorite thing. Okay, so this is the blender. I went ahead and put like a handful, like less than a handful of ice in there. And the first thing we're gonna do is blend up some kale and spinach. I got this at the grocery store last week. And I'm gonna do this first because I noticed when I put them all in there at one time, it just takes forever to blend up. So we're gonna kind of do it in stages today. And I put a lot of kale because I don't really like kale too much outside of this, so I try to get as much in as I can. We'll do like a big handful of spinach because it's starting to go bad, so we need to eat it. I'm gonna do this first. That's a lot, but look at all that green. Okay, this just really has a severe attitude, so we're gonna go ahead and add all the other stuff into it and then just hope for the best, because I'm tired of giving this the attention it has not earned. And then I know this looks kind of gross, but I had half of this banana yesterday, and we're gonna put the other half in here today. Probably should have done this before filming. Then I'm gonna wash some blueberries. These strawberries are getting really old, so I'm gonna throw them in there and cut them up and wash them. And then we're gonna throw a big chunk of pineapple. I'll show y'all before we have it finished. And then I'm actually gonna also add in a little cutie mandarin orange. Okay, so we have a good bit of pineapple, about 6 small strawberries, a handful of blueberries, and a little cutie. Let's see. Alright guys, so it looks really good. And I don't add any milk to it just because I don't really like milk that much anyway, oops, unless it's in coffee or cereal. So I think it's totally fine without it. So I'm not starting work just yet, but this is where I do all of my work from home. So when I work from my actual apartment in Columbus, it's not 8:23, it's actually 7:23, a proof. But when I work from home, I'll normally only have my laptop, but since this is kind of like almost an indefinite time of working from home, I brought my desktop home to make it super easy, but we'll get into that later. Okay, so before we even clean up or anything, I've got to get my doggy. Daisy, good morning, sunshine. I don't know if you can see her. She's in her house. Oh, snug. I love you. Good morning, Dib. That's Dibbles. He's our kitty. I found him in the woods several years ago. And this is Daisy. She's about 5. Dibbles is a little bit older. So Daisy was not ready to get up, so we're just gonna clean up the kitchen. The kitchen is all clean, and I drank some of the smoothie so I could pour the rest into there. My hair is just a mess today, but now is my favorite time of the day, and that means it is time to go and get coffee. Now, during this time, more than ever, you need to support local businesses, and if you know, I did cut out coffee for about 5 weeks or so, I think, and I really want to get back to that, but not this week. I need my caffeine to kind of just stay in check while working from home. If you don't know, like, I love to work. Like, I like to go to work. I enjoy that. I prefer that over working from home because I like to get out, and during this time I've been in my house all day, every day, except to go outside of my house and work out, or to go get coffee. And speaking of working out, if you've watched my vlogs again in the past, you know I like to go work out in the mornings, but I am now going to just work out in the afternoons, evenings, after work, just because I have the time, since I have nothing else to do then, and I'm using my mornings to be a little bit more productive. We still have a little bit more to do. I have my first meeting in an hour, so we have some things that we need to do before then. But now I'm going to go get coffee, and I'm going to take my dog with me. She loves to go bye-bye, so you'll see how she acts when I say, do you want to go bye-bye? She gets so excited. So we are going to go do that. And yeah, that's how we're gonna really start our morning. Nothing is complete without coffee. And if you're from Atmore, you probably have heard of it, the Atmore Coffee House. It's so good. So until I get back, I'm just gonna put my smoothie in the fridge. You wanna go bye-bye? You wanna go bye-bye? Yeah, we're gonna go bye-bye. Yeah, wake up. Okay, y'all, I just got back. Daisy had a great time. This is so good, so good. So I'm getting out my smoothie. Daisy's having her morning liquids. Okay guys, I'm at my little desk. You can't really see, but I promise you I am. That is my keyboard, just for proof. But it's a little bit later. It's like 8:30 right now. It's crazy how like gloomy it is. Okay, so I have my Daisy right beside me. I'm still drinking my smoothie, but I've been for like the past 30 minutes responding to emails and getting caught up with everything. I wanted to ask a question. So if you have any recommendations on like a morning devotional, please let me know. I've been in a group called Freedom this past semester, so it's really crazy because I went to Church of the Highlands when I went to Auburn, and then I moved to Columbus, and I started going to this church called Rock City, and never heard of it before. And it's crazy because the small group, or the Freedom group, is actually put on by Church of the Highlands, which is my home church in a whole other state. So that's really crazy. So if I have time this morning, I'm gonna work on this next week. But I'm really looking for a daily morning devotional. So if you have any recommendations, please leave them down below. I know my morning routine is like very simple, and like I said, I'm petting my dog, sorry. Like I said, I normally just work out in the evenings because I don't know, I feel like I'm a little bit cramped for time in the morning. If I want to like have breakfast and go get coffee and get set up all by like 8:30-ish. So I had a bunch of like little things I needed to make changes on this morning before I even like kind of got started with my day, and a lot of my meetings got pushed out, and I just feel like I need to kind of get my body awake. I've been feeling kind of sluggish because I haven't actually worked out the past 2 days. Before then I was like just doing random stuff outside every day. So I think we're actually gonna start our day by going on like a 15-20 minute walk around my yard, and my dog is asleep, but if she will get up, I'll take her with me, but if not, I'm just gonna go take my AirPods before we start our day because it feels so good outside. It feels like the beach, it feels like springtime, pretty much summer, and it makes me just want to go to the beach. And I've been actually laying out by my pool a lot, or this weekend I did, and it's just been really, really nice. The stuff I had to do this morning, I thought it was going to take me like 45 minutes, and it ended up taking me like 20, but I still have like a ton more stuff to do today. And one thing that's really nice about working from home is you don't have to stick to just the typical hours. Like last night I was working on some stuff while watching TV, and other days I've kind of gotten up earlier to work on things. So that's kind of what I like, because you kind of have like a free schedule and I can take breaks and then make up for that time later. So I really do love my job. I love my company, and it just makes you really thankful. Sorry I'm like out of breath. You are doing such a good job. You're such a hard worker. I'm so proud of you. Okay guys, I just did like, I think 7 laps around. I think I did 3/4 of a mile. It did not take that long. It was like 15 minutes. So I feel nice and awake, a little bit sweaty, but I'm probably gonna put on some more deodorant and some more perfume before we start our day. But I'm about to sit down and really get into working for today. So I know this was probably not the most exciting early morning work routine, but when I go back to Columbus, I'll film another one because that one might be a little bit different. But yeah, I'm also gonna do a full work day in my life that I'll probably film tomorrow, because I actually do a lot throughout the day. So I'm gonna go ahead and go get to work, but go ahead and subscribe. Let me know what your essential part to your morning routine is, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.